If I asked 1,000 people what their financial goal is, most of them would probably say they want to become a millionaire. But what if I told you that becoming a millionaire isn't actually the milestone that changes your life the most? Most people will spend their whole lives chasing $1 million. But the truth is, your life changes long before you ever reach 7 figures. There are 3 financial milestones that completely change your life and the way you think about money. The first one buys you peace of mind. The second one makes investing feel real. And the third one gives you something everyone wants: options. Today, I'm going to break down why these 3 milestones are $10,000, $100,000, and $1 million, and what each one actually changes. And I think that the middle milestone is the most important because it's where most millionaires are actually created. Let's start with the first milestone, $10,000. Now, I know what some people are thinking. $10,000 isn't life-changing money. And honestly, the number itself isn't. It's what it represents. Because for the first time in your life, you're no longer one unexpected expense away from a financial disaster. Imagine that your transmission fails, your furnace dies, your AC dies. Without enough money in your savings, you're probably forced to put these on a credit card. And now you're paying 20, 25, or even 30% interest. And it ends up costing more and more whether you pay it down over months or years. But with a $10,000 emergency fund, for the first time, a surprise expense becomes a slight inconvenience instead of a financial emergency. The biggest thing that changes with $10,000 isn't actually your bank account. It's your stress level. Money stops controlling every single decision you make, and you start to sleep better because you know that if an unexpected life event happens, you're ready for it. And that peace of mind is incredibly valuable. But while $10,000 buys you some security, the next milestone is where something completely different starts to happen. $100,000 is where investing starts to actually feel real. When you first start your investing journey, it feels painfully slow. You're going to be up $10 a day, down $50 the next, then up $20 the following day. It almost feels like your money is doing nothing. But once you build a 6-figure portfolio, everything starts to change. Let's say that the stock market has a good year and it makes 10%. On $10,000, that's $1,000. That's pretty good. But on $100,000, that's an extra $10,000 you have from just being invested. Think about that for a second. Your portfolio just earned what many people spend on an entire vacation, and you didn't have to work overtime. You didn't need to pick up a second job. You didn't need to start another side hustle. Your money did the work. By the time you've reached your first $100,000, you've probably been through a market crash. You've seen your investments go down, and you've learned not to panic about it. You've probably built up some habits of investing every single month or every single paycheck, and you're not hoping to become wealthy. You've built a system that will get you there. This is when people finally start to understand when they hear everyone else say, make your money work for you, because now it actually is. There are usually 2 types of investors once you hit your first $100,000. The first person looks at the 6 figures that they've grown and they think to themselves, I've made it. I'm going to slow down. I don't need to keep investing every month. Maybe I can go out and upgrade my car. Maybe I can upgrade my phone because now I have a 6-figure investment portfolio. Their progress ends up stalling and slowing down significantly. Whereas a second person looks at $100,000 and realizes, if I built this once, I can do it again. I can improve my system. I can now go to $250,000, then $500,000. And then soon, they're reaching their next milestone. But even $100,000 isn't the finish line. Eventually, your investments will stop acting like a savings account and act more like an employee. I know becoming a millionaire to a lot of people sounds impossible. But here's what's interesting. The $1 million itself isn't what changes your life. It's what that $1 million can produce. Let's assume that your investments earn 6%. That's 60 grand. Or if they produce 8%, that's 80 grand. And at 10%, well, that's another $100,000 without adding anything extra. Now, obviously markets don't go up in a straight line. They go up, they go down, they go up, and they go down. But generally over time, their trajectory is usually upwards. And at this milestone, this is where your wealth can start giving you some choices. You can cut your hours at work. You can take 6 months off and go travel. Maybe your spouse stays at home with the kids. Or maybe you retire early. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it buys you options. And having options is one of the greatest forms of financial freedom. Most people spend their lives chasing that $1 million mark. But here's the truth. Don't worry about becoming a millionaire. Worry about becoming the person who reaches the next milestone they set. Because if you can reach $10,000, you can reach $100,000. You can reach $250,000. And by the time you blink, you'll have that $1 million. Leave a comment down below as to which milestone you think is the most important to get to. And if you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button and hit that subscribe button, because I'm posting personal finance and investing content every single week to help you build wealth. Thanks for watching.